So I'm clearly the only one with the talent to do this, so the program you're listening to is full of kind of cool supporting sidekicks and an amazing hero, Eris. Enjoy.
All right, so the last time on Dungeons and Degenerates, you guys took it upon yourselves to go see the beautiful city that is Greenmoor. And you did it by trying to find some maybe interesting shops as well as seeing what's out there work-wise, something to give the Academy the boost it might need. Originally, you guys went to a place called the Black Stone, a nice place, a few magical trinkets here and there, but far too expensive for anything for any of you to afford. You did meet a rather nice high elf in the Black Stone who was able to give you a little bit of a job going just beyond the gates into the Commoners District to a place called the Orange Sail. Now, within the Orange Sail, you met a man that actually recognized one of you somewhat, not by exactly who you were, but what you were. Knowing that you were a Desimir Tiefling, they noticed Curie pretty quickly. And actually, his father lives on Desimir, who runs a little shop by the same name. Whatever you guys delivered was alive and was quickly beheaded by a very large meat cleaver, and you were each paid a little bit of money. After that, you went about just kind of exploring, seeing what was out there, and you came across a robbery in progress, or at least what you thought was one. Turns out, after a little bit of investigation, you found out that it was an inside job. The shopkeep had staged it so that he could steal a secret batch of drugs called Marrow. He gave you an option. You could just go turn him in, or you could take this bribe, 12 gold apiece, except for one of you who would get a magic hat. What kind of magic, you don't know, but it is in fact magic. You took this deal and immediately double-crossed him, walking outside, finding the guards, and telling them he was in fact in charge. Immediately, he threw you under the bus, explaining that the magic hat was a bribe and that you all are a little bit richer for it. And with this, it all went to hell. Eris, having the brilliant idea of trying to use a little bit of magic to hide the hat, instead made it look very guilty, making all of you look more guilty. She was restrained, gagged, and you were all thrown in a paddy wagon on the way to the jail in this area. So you now sit individually, one by one, in different rooms. You sit in these dark rooms with metal bars all around them. There's very little light letting in here, and one by one, a man is walking in and talking to you. Roderick, you sit there, still in chains, your arms behind your back, attached to this stone chair. You sit there, just kind of able to move really in any way. The door swings open, which allows this man to enter. Now, this man is a high elf, and he stands there large, tall, very slender and lean. You can tell he's muscular, and he has nice, big, pointy ears and just brilliant yellow eyes. He sits down across from you, and he leans back in his chair and looks you up and down. Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
I don't really know what's going on. All I was trying to do was find the guards to let them know that the clerk was doing something wrong. I don't know what you're talking about brides or anything like that. I really don't know.
Okay, so you expect me to believe that when our guards all found you with your friends, you expect me to believe you were trying to find the guards that were just next door? They were just next door, and what, you couldn't find them? Is that really what you expect me to believe?
I didn't really say anything like that again. I'm not very perceptive on everything. I noticed that, things were going the way it was, and I was running, and I thought they were going towards the academy. That's where I was. And I came back, and I was all sweaty.
You actually expect me to believe that you went running past our officers to try to find them? What I believe happened is you were there the whole time. You took that bribe. We found the gold that he was talking about, and we got the hat back. So we know that you and your team were bribed to hide the fact that he did an inside job to rob the place. I think you were there for all of it. I think you were aware, and you know what? I think you were the mastermind.
No, that's not what was happening. No, it's not what was happening. I swear, I don't even know how much gold they got them. All I had was 14 silver. That's all I have.
You know what? People like you make me sick. You come into our city and abuse our citizens. What, to help a drug dealer? I think I've had enough. And he stands up and the chair goes sliding back, and the magic door swings open and slams back. And as he does, the bars that were once there begin to fill in into just a giant stone box. It's so dark and quiet that you begin to just hear these slight echoes. And it's almost as if there's music playing somewhere that just is just barely out of range and just barely out of your consciousness. And you sit there, dark and alone. You sit inside of a stone cage, and there are bars allowing light come from the outside. There's a large door that swings open, and this high elf walks in. He has very large, pointy ears and brilliant, bright yellow eyes. And he sits down across from you and goes, Ketsia Merlin, is that correct?
Yes.
Hey, now why don't you explain to me what happened? Because your buddy over there, he's got his story all mixed up. Doesn't help you. Makes you look real guilty.
I mean, to be quite honest, I don't understand half the things he says anyway. So
It's a pretty normal dialect for a dwarf. What do you mean? You just don't like dwarves? What, is that why you tried to betray him? Because we realized that he didn't have his cut of the money. So what? You were planning to off him after the deal?
No. I just don't understand him.
Okay, well, I find that hard to believe. So why don't you walk me through what happened?
Oh.
Because his version is just a little strange.
Yeah, so we were a few doors down, minding our own business. My friend's little butler, I think, dude, decided to go off and try to find something. And when he was running out of the store, towards this other store, he heard the alarms, came back, told us that there was a robbery happening. So we went over to check it out. Now, the glass was shattered from the inside, which was strange. The door was locked. The guy didn't really have his story straight, had us run out looking for people, told the guard something else, that he saw the dude when he told us he didn't see anybody. So he kept asking us to leave. We kept asking more questions. He, I don't know, eventually confessed. We kept pushing so much, and then he, offered us to sell us the hat for us to leave. So we bought the hat, and then we left.
You see, that's where the story gets a little weird, right there at the end. You see, you say that you bought the hat. You bought the hat from a closed establishment that had just been robbed. Seems unlikely. Also, we found that you each had exactly enough gold to cover the amount that he says you should have. That's kind of strange for people that are outsiders. Normally, you don't come with a lot of money, so having the exact amount is a bit suspicious. And it doesn't help that your friend tried to cover the evidence. Don't you speak unless spoken to.
But wouldn't we would have had our money on regardless? So, I mean, we didn't really have exactly the same.
No, you did have varying numbers, but the fact that he says each one of you were given 12 gold, and it just so happened you all had at least that amount, that's suspicious.
Yeah, but he could have said he gave us 1 gold. It would have looked the same exact way.
No, it's a specific number.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure we all had gold regardless, so it doesn't really make sense what we're saying. And he also lied to the guards once, telling the guards that he ran somewhere.
He did, but he immediately was able to point all of you out perfectly.
We called him out on his lies, and he confessed finally. We knew he was lying.
And then, just like that, you all left. So at what point did you buy the hat?
When he wanted us to scurry out, he kept asking us to leave, that we were trespassing at that point when we were trying to figure out what happened. So he had us run around like the guards.
So you expect me to believe that as he's yelling, saying you're trespassing, he also was like, hey, why don't you buy this hat?
Yeah, to get us out of the store. Why would he tell the guards to run a certain way if he was the one that did it? The dude's a scummy dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Your story's not adding up. Now, I don't think any of your group had anything to do with the actual stolen goods, but I do think that you took a bribe to hide it, and then you still try to sell him out. If you're honest with me, we could maybe make this go away.
Can you do insight check?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Okay, 17. It's inside. 16.
You don't have any reason to believe that he would outright lie to you. Your family, he absolutely knows who you are. There's no way he doesn't. He is a guard. He's more than likely in some way been too high guard because they train a solid like 90% of all guards and militia and military here in Husmore. So he more than likely knows exactly who you are. He probably doesn't want anything bad to happen to you.
All right, look. No, I'm on my own. A little extra cash wouldn't have done me any harm. Yes, we took the bribe, but we did it because he was a scummy dude. We knew he was at fault. So what's so bad about getting, money from a scummy dude? He's scummy anyway.
So you admit to taking the bribe of 12 gold apiece, plus one of you stole the hat.
Oh, well, no, we didn't steal the hat.
Explain the hat then.
Oh, so in the midst of him giving us the 12 gold, we still refused to leave. And yeah, he just gave us a hat. He's like, hey, you can pick anything out of the store. And we're like, anything? So us being like kids, we're like, oh, so we get money and a hat.
This doesn't look good. You know that, right?
I know.
You've already been in trouble with the guards once. We've read the reports of your little barroom brawl in the street, leaving 3 dead.
Listen, so this time was my idea. No, none of them had anything to do with it. It was my idea. They took it, but that's after I led the whole ordeal.
I have no further questions.
Just let them go.
Your parents would be disappointed. And he gets up, walks out, and the door slams. And after it does, the bars that allowed light in begin to fill with rock and cement until it is pitch black. And it's almost so eerily quiet, you can hear the echo of your own breath. You sit in a room that is a dark cell. It's mostly made of stone with a few bars to allow light from within. There's a large door at the front that swings open, slamming into the wall. A high elf walks in with these brilliant, bright yellow eyes, big pointy ears, and you can tell he's quite muscular. He comes in and he grabs the chair and he throws the chair just past you, slamming into the wall. You can hear it dent behind you. These are metal chairs which you're shackled to. And he walks over, grabs you by the face, and when he pulls, the shackles that were keeping you gagged come with him. Says, "Talk, damn it! I know you did this. I know that you were responsible for all of it."
All of what?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. I know for a fact that you were a part of all of it. You were part of the stealing. You were part of the bribery, the extortion. I know that you were part of it. Not only do I know you're a part of it, I know that you mastermind the entire thing.
Are you talking about the store?
Of course I am.
I don't think I masterminded it. I mean, I feel like it was a group effort.
No, absolutely not. You 100%, you went in there and you knew immediately that that man behind the shop was lying. He was lying, so you thought you'd take advantage of him, didn't you?
I didn't know at first. At first, whenever we first got to, like, the store, he told us that, like, the person, like, busted through the window or whatever. And so I was like, oh, I should go down the street because maybe, he's running away. But then whenever I went down the street, I asked people if they saw people running away. And so everyone said no. And so I started to get the feeling that, like, maybe no one ran out. So I went back with my friend Curie. And then we went inside. And then, yeah, I started asking him. And he told me the truth. That he had, he'd stolen marrow, I think is what he called it, from his boss because his boss was doing stuff.
And that's when you took a bribe to be quiet, but you turned on him, right? You extorted this man for money, and you stole additional funds, as well as a magical hat, which you tried to cover up. Isn't that right?
I didn't steal the hat, but I did take the bribe.
Alright, so who stole the hat, huh? You tell me now, and I might let this all go.
We didn't steal the hat, he gave it to us.
He gave you the hat.
Yeah, because he was like, I'll give you this gold and everything, and then I'll give you I can throw in the hat because I don't have enough to pay, like, everyone. And so I was like, okay, yeah. So he gave it to Curie, which was the one that came back with me and everything. But we didn't steal anything. He gave it to us.
So what was the point of trying to confine the hat? We saw you do that. Our officers all testify to you confining the hat, trying to hide it.
I honestly have no idea. I've been confining a lot of stuff lately. Like, it's been kind of funny. It was a bad thing to do in this situation. I regret it.
He leans back against the wall, and he's looking kind of, like, befuddled by all this. He goes, oh, okay. And he just kind of turns and opens the door, walks out, and closes. And when he does, the bars that were letting light in begin to fill up, and it becomes so dark and quiet in there, you can actually hear the crackling of your skin, which is something unusual. You can normally tune out the sound of the fire surrounding you, but now it becomes loud and it seems to almost echo in here into almost a maddening state. You sit inside of a stone cage. There are a few bars here allowing light to come from outside. There is a large door sitting across from you. You sit in a metal chair that is shackled to you. And in a few moments, the door swings open, and this tall high elf comes over. He has these beautiful, bright yellow eyes, big, predominant pointing ears, and he sits down across from you and says, "You're in deep shit, kid. You know that."
No. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, your friends threw you under the bus. They've all told me that you guys learned of this guy's little conspiracy, and you were going to blackmail this man so that you could get all you could from him, that you robbed him of his money and a precious hat that you wore atop your head that your little friend tried to confine.
All that is true. But I intended to tell the guards about all that. I figured if we gained his trust by letting him think he bought us off, then he would stay put while we inform the authorities.
And he kind of leans back in his chair, and he's looking kind of just befuddled. Well, I've got no further questions. Just, you sit tight. And he gets up and walks out the door. And as he does, the bars that were once allowing light begin to fill with rock and cement, closing off everything. And it makes it so dark and eerily quiet in here. It's almost as if you can hear your mother's voice distant, telling you that you need to leave, that you need to run away and not be on Desimir anymore. And it just kind of seems to replay this over and over as it stays quiet. Randy sits inside of a stone cell. He sits struggling against the chains, never once for a moment becoming tired, always willing to fight for more. The door shoots open. "I know it was you! I know you're behind this! You know nothing! I will kill you! I will spit on your mother's grave!" As Randy screams and claws at this man trying to get free, the man becomes terrified and leaves. One by one, your doors open up, and from there, you see an elf come in, take you. When he grabs your arm, the shackles around you become looser until they phase through the chair completely. But you're still around. They carry you to a general holding cell, and they place you. You all end up in the same cell around the same time. And opposed to the last one where it was almost a giant stone box, these are normal iron bars surrounding you completely. You're all placed in one side by side, and a familiar face of the detective that interviewed you all comes up and stands before you. So, you guys have any questions about, any of this?
No.
No, I just want to know, what's going on, because...
Just a moment. Anybody else? Any questions about your situation?
Are we still in trouble?
Yeah.
Surprisingly not. After interviewing all of you, even though you did in fact break the law, we have come to the conclusion that we believe this to be with the best of intentions. You were oddly the most honest group of people we've never had in prison. Not only did almost all of you immediately give up the truth about how you did take a bribe, both in the form of money and a hat, but you did it almost immediately. I had several more techniques devoted to making you talk, and I had to do none of them. It's going to be about an hour to process you guys out, and then you'll be free to go. And as far as we're concerned, that money and the hat, we never saw it. Give us about an hour, we'll let you guys out. And he starts to walk away.
Bye, officer!
So, do you guys think this is going to be like a public thing, or?
I hope not. I was gagged. That's not a good look.
I mean, I hope at least we get the best light of us is shown about this. We helped solve a mystery.
I'm more confused on why you tried to bribe the person. I don't even know what's going on.
We didn't bribe him. He bribed us, and we took it.
Well,
We,
what?
my plan
Oh,
was to
jeez.
tell the guards about the bribe.
Mhm.
Curious. How much gold you get?
Well, we all got 12 each, plus a hat.
Roderick was gonna give you 12, and I would keep the hat.
All right. Tell you what. You could just give me 6, and I'll just, you could give the other 6.
Oh, Roderick, I appreciate it.
Share with the class.
No.
Yes, I
You-
agree. Would you like to split up yours too?
No, because you got a fancy hat.
And I
Oh, wait,
think,
you got a fancy hat. You can keep the gold. Never mind.
about to say, I think we.
What does it do?
I would like to cast Identify.
Okay.
As a ritual.
Okay, so you take it off, and you have more than enough time to do that because you guys have at least an hour of just sitting here, and you have the hat. They brought you all your stuff back right then. They just have to actually process you guys out. So you have your gear back. You sit there and you're looking at the hat, and you can feel the energy running through it, and you find out that this is a rather unusual hat that has the unique ability to change colors. It's the hat of many colors.
That could go with any outfit. Good job.
I'm gonna turn it red because of our Phoenix team.
Okay. Just red or
I'm
crimson?
Purple, green.
Crimson.
Okay, because you are the Crimson Phoenixes, although you are the Red Mantles, so it's confusing.
Aye.
I think it's clashing with your skin tone.
Eris, I'm sorry, but that sounds a little racist.
No, it's not racist. It's just facts.
No, that's pretty racist. Why would you say that Chris is with a skin tone?
Well, I mean, it's not racist. Like, people dress to, like, you
They-
know, like me. I don't wear freaking fuchsia because it just doesn't look good.
Never heard of that color.
Yeah, you probably haven't.
You guys sit here and talk amongst yourselves for roughly an hour, a little under, until the detective comes back, and he starts to unlock all of your cells one by one, and after you walk out of your cells, he unshackles you individually, and because your shackles were removed from the back to the front. He unshackles you and allows you all to follow him to the front, where you are processed out. You simply sign your name saying that you were, in fact, incarcerated here for a short time, but through an investigation, they have proved you innocent.
Okay.
Hey, so is this going to be like a public thing, or?
Well, some people may have caught wind of it.
Oh.
They don't know our names, though. Can you keep our names private?
I'm pretty sure they know exactly what we look like, so they can just point us out.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
but they
we're
still
not
don't know our names.
we're not going to give your names out. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna slide him like 2 gold. Thanks for being.
This
not
is illegal.
terrible.
This is illegal. Please take this
I'm
back.
just thanking the police.
If you don't take this back, I'm going to
Okay.
arrest you again.
I'll
Okay.
take it.
No, she
You
took
know
it back.
All right.
And he just kind of
I was
like
gonna
pinches his
say-
brow and shakes his head. Just that's 100% a bribe. Okay, just
I'm
please,
I'm
just-
a face palm.
just go, just go, just go. So you all walk outside back into the street, and you're quite a ways from the academy, and you're actually not entirely sure where you are. So what do you guys plan on doing to get home?
I'm gonna go back in.
Oh God, please
Where's
no.
the academy?
You walk inside, and the same guard is just like, "Can you believe this chick just tried to? Oh shit! Hey,
I'm sorry.
No,
but
it's fine.
where's The academy.
oh, it's pretty far away. You're basically on the opposite side of the keep.
I'm lost. I don't know where to go.
Okay,
And they
just
don't either.
find a courier, find a carriage, and just tell them academy, and just pay the courier. I mean, it's
Okay, thank you. And walk out.
Jesus fucking Christ. You join the group as everyone just kind of looks around for signs and things like that.
We're on the other side of the keep. We need to find a courier. And
Wait,
you said
let's
to
find a
make you
courier?
pay.
And you see several carriages going back and forth. A lot of them say like names of businesses and things like that. So you just got to try to flag one down.
Carriage man. She's gonna start like waving her hand.
You go ahead and give me a performance check.
Usually good. Okay, not bad. 22.
You kind of like you wave and you see people are just cruising by and you put a little extra leg into it and a cart comes slamming onto its brakes and you can see it pulling back the horses hard and on the side it just says the Fair Lemon. And this is a bright yellow lemon-shaped carriage that has doors that open up on each side. And this little gnome comes peeking around going, "Oh, howdy there."
We need a ride to the academy.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so the academy, let's see. From here, for 4 people, you're looking at 13 silver.
Okay.
So, who's paying up?
Want
We all
to split
split
the
it?
bill?
All right, we'll split.
4.
Uh,
Okay, so
You
that's
know
if
what?
you all do 3 and he does 4, you have enough. So everyone get rid of 3 silver except for Curie, who is going to do 4.
all right.
You guys climb on in, and the carriage is shortly afterwards kind of jolts forward as the horse starts to take way, and a little window opens up at the front towards the front of the lemon where he sits, and then no one peeks back going, "So, getting out of the pokey, huh?" The
We
pokey?
help stop a crime.
Oh, really? So you're like, what,
Yeah.
detectives?
We are
Oh,
we are from the academy.
Oh, so you actually work at the academy. Okay. I thought maybe you were going to arrest those kinds of people leaving the jail.
No.
Oh, well, that's real cool. Real cool. You guys new to the city then, huh?
Aye.
All right, here. How about this? And he's going to reach down in his pocket, and he's going to reach back, and he's going to kind of wave this little, like, keychain thing around. He's like, if you guys ever need a ride, just go ahead and click this button, and it'll buzz mine, and I know where to find you and pick you up.
Oh,
Aye,
okay.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll
very
give you guys a
much.
good rate. No worries.
Thank you so much.
The Fair Lemon is always fair.
What's your
Aye.
name?
My name is
Stop making
Kavam.
known.
Kavam, it's
Kavam.
nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Well, nice to meet you guys, too. Do you guys have, like, a team name or something?
Crimson Phoenix.
Oh, that's a pretty cool team name.
But you might hear Red Mantle because people are confused.
That's not a cool name.
I know.
Why
that's
would
what
they
I
be
said.
confused by that? Like, why would they call you Crimson Mantle? I don't understand.
The announcer at the fighting pits got our name wrong.
Fighting pits? Oh, you mean up by the casino north, huh?
Aye.
No.
Oh, no?
No,
In the
No?
academy.
Oh, there's academies. Oh, there's fighting pits in the academy. I thought you meant by the casino.
No.
Oh, the casino has real nice fighting pits.
Oh, okay.
I
Hey.
might be going there.
Yeah, you guys want to have a good fight, you guys just go there. It's real nice.
Aye, sounds like fun.
Well, all right. Well, you guys just kick back, relax, and we are on our way.
Fantastic.
And after probably about 30 minutes of just pretty kind of slow-paced riding, the carriage finally comes to a stop. He goes, "All right, everybody, we are here at the academy."
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you very
yeah,
much.
it's
sir.
my
That's a
pleasure.
keychain.
Who did take the keychain?
Who wants
I'll,
it on them?
I'll take it.
Okay, well, you guys just go ahead and have a good day. And just a few seconds later, it comes jolting off again as it starts to, like, race around.
Where's Randy?
Hey, Randy's here.
Okay, I was about to say, I hope we didn't leave him.
You can almost always assume Randy is just there. Randy, like, just sticks with you guys.
Dear Diary,
Quickly gets the notebook. Yes, madam.
we helped stop a robbery today, which ended with us being falsely incriminated, which in the end we proved to be innocent, and we were praised by the police academy, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Just the guards, madam, but
The I will put
whatever you like.
Yes, just put the guards, what
The
they're
guards.
called. Yes.
All right, with that, you guys arrive back at the academy, and at this point, it's getting kind of late in the evening. You guys were in those holding cells for quite a while before you even questioned. So altogether, you guys got to the jail cells probably around noon, and it's taken up a good portion of the day, so it's probably 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening now.
Eris is gonna go get food from the cafeteria.
All right, very
We
well.
will do the same.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys make your way to the cafeteria, and again, you've been here for closer to a week now. And you go ahead and walk straight to the cafeteria, and it's about dinner time anyway, so a lot of the crews are already there. Several squads have already shown up, and they're eating, and they're roughhousing and laughing, and it's always kind of a big ordeal here, because it's just where everyone can get together at the same time and just tell stories and adventure and things like that. So you guys go up, and at the cafeteria is a half-orc by the name of Matilda. Matilda stands there. She's quite a large, round-shaped woman, and two of you might actually recognize her from an airship recently.
Hey!
Oh my god, it's you two. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great.
Whoa, that's cool. So, turns out I had a criminal record, so they won't let me be in a squad, but I run the kitchen now.
Wait, if you have a criminal record, they won't let you be in a squad?
Apparently not if the criminal record is killing a bunch of people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But anyway, I like the kitchen. I love to eat, I love to cook, and you know what? Just between us, I'll give you guys an extra portion.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What's your deal, little man?
I'm with them. I came on a boat though.
Okay, yeah, I don't know you. Like, you get normal. I don't.
I sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. But hey, again, between just you guys. So you guys want some extra meat, some extra drink, or an extra dessert?
Extra dessert.
No,
Oh,
I
wait,
thought so.
actually, I can't do extra dessert. I might just get an extra drink.
We have cobbler.
Oh.
I made it myself. It's so good.
I'll take cobbler then.
Oh, 2 pieces of cobbler coming your way. And what about you? And he leans over to Sia. Or she leans over to Sia, sorry. Oh, God. I assumed.
She's gonna shrug.
Oh, you okay. I know.
Just
You
get
know
her
what?
a drink.
I know what you need. I'll get you a double of drink. Yeah, get you nice and sauced up. And 2 trays come out, and it's basically just a general roast. It's got some extra sides, things like that. Everyone gets the meat, the potatoes, the dessert, and a glass of water, as well as an alcoholic drink if they want to celebrate. And you all get your trays. Eris having 2 cobblers on her plate, and Sia having 2 things of ale, ready to just get a little fucked up. But you all are able to go about and find your little table, sit down, have a nice meal. And while having this meal, someone walks by, and everyone give me a perception check.
I got a 1.
Fucking A, get new dice. 9,
15?
15.
One.
15 is thankfully good enough, otherwise this would have gone unnoticed. You see a mysterious figure, and you don't really see well enough to see who it was, but somebody slips a note onto your table and quickly turns and walks and sits down a few tables away. Did you just shit your pants? On mic?
No, it's my chair. My
Kim,
chair.
don't cut that. Kim, don't cut that. He shit his pants on mic. Don't cut that. But you do. You see somebody, a mysterious figure, just real quick. And the reason you don't see who it is because there's a lot of people walking. So you see him walk up and just slip something on the table. And it's just sitting right there in the center, kind of in between all of you.
Who wants my extra cobbler?
I will take the note and read it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fuck your cob.
I'll take the
I'll
cobbler.
split it to Roderick.
Okay.
I
You guys have some extra cobbler. You read the note, and the note says, "My love, you are truly a beauty that I have not been able to stop thinking about since our time together. Please, please meet me tonight. After the bell strikes for the 3rd time, meet me in the back where we first met. If you remember who this is, you will find me."
So then I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But like, you know?
My friends, I believe I have a secret admirer.
Oh, let me see.
Sorry.
I'm sliding the note to Eris.
Eris, you read the exact same words I just said about basically a secret admirer.
Look at that. Curie, you got a little lover.
We? It appears so.
Oh my
Really?
god, we're totally tailing you. This is gonna be so cute.
Thank you, my friends. I will need you for support. Never had a secret admirer before.
Aye.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I'll get you all prettied up and then like, yeah.
Flashback real quick for everyone else that she put makeup on him while he was passed out. Um,
I remember it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna look great.
I can't
know.
wait.
So
yeah, a
dinner,
little makeover.
dinner, dinner commences as normal, and you guys have a nice little time. Probably some joking, some laughing. There's some real camaraderie here as you all have spent upwards of a week now. After dinner, you all go back to your bunks and kind of settle in for the night. So the way it works is at 9:30, first bell, 9:45, second bell, 10 o'clock, third bell, which is considered a curfew. You're supposed to be in your room by third bell. So 9:30 rolls around and the first bell goes off.
Okay, Carrie, we gotta get you ready.
I'm so excited.
Come on, Randy. And then I'm gonna
Yes,
like clap my
madam.
hands.
And you clap your
then-
hands, and then as you clap your hands, he also snaps, which makes your wardrobe appear.
Okay, so I don't really have male clothing, but I do have some fancy jackets that could pass for male clothing. That are like, if you just wore the jacket, it would look really nice on you. We're gonna change so that it looks good with your horns. We're gonna leave the hat here, okay?
Oh, you don't like the hat?
It's great. We're just gonna leave it here, and then I'm gonna like kind of like prestidigitation in his hair and make it look all nice.
Prestidigitation. But yeah, you can do
Prestidigitation.
that pretty simply. By the end of it, you put together enough of an outfit that doesn't look too androgynous. It's clearly who you are. You actually look pretty good. You actually, you have on a nice jacket. You're all relatively the same size. You're all kind of on the slender side, except for Roderick. Yeah, you're all about the same size, except Roderick being a stout little dwarf.
Aye.
Kiri is definitely taller, so none of it fits like lengthwise quite as well, but it somehow looks right.
Oh, this is great. You're gonna look so good. Okay,
At this
and now we
point,
gotta come up with a
second
game
bell.
plan.
15 minutes.
Okay, guys, how are we gonna like tail him?
Well, here's the
Quietly in the shadows.
Okay.
I agree with the quietly shadowed woman. Yes.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't really feel like the stealthiest type.
Oh,
I kind of make a lot of noise.
yeah.
So, should I stay here or what?
I mean, do you want to go to like see it? Because I mean, if you're like too loud, see it. If you're too loud, we can always be like, okay, maybe this isn't working. You should probably go back. You can try.
I'll try, but if I make too much noise, I'm probably just gonna head back.
Okay.
Or you can hold this place down, so if anybody comes, you can kind of like cover for us.
Oh,
You know what? That sounds like a better idea. I'll try that.
Okay, I'll fill you in when we get back. If they kiss or not,
Aye.
They kiss her.
Why are you assuming it's a girl? Don't assume it's gender. How
I
dare
didn't
you?
assume. I literally said they.
You keep saying it a lot, which is offensive. So nonetheless,
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
you know it's about to be third bell. So you all pack your things and start to head this way. And everyone roll me a stealth check.
Me too, or
No, not you. No.
all
I'm
right.
dimming myself as well.
Do I need to roll a stealth check?
Yes, everyone needs to roll stealth check. Because you're still supposed to be in bed at this time. You have to get to there without someone stopping you.
I have
24.
17.
Jesus, 24? All right, 24. What was else?
17.
17.
6.
You keep stumbling. You're a little nervous. You have butterflies in your stomach. But thankfully, Sia, apparently very good at sneaking around, just kind of like smacks you once, like, listen, get your shit together. And you're okay. And she's able to, you just stick right behind her, and you're able to get through the hallways pretty easily. So you go back. Where are you meeting this person exactly?
He said in the note to meet him where we first met.
So where do you think that would be, Curie?
Maybe like, oh yeah, Curie.
Yeah, Curie, where do you think this person you've met, where you first met? They have said in the back.
The whole note again.
No, but I will come up with essentially the same thing because I didn't write it down. The note says essentially, "My love, I have wanted you since the moment we've met back in the back, and I urge you to come see me again tonight at Third Bell. And if you love me like I love you, you'll know where that is." So you have the hints of somewhere in the back, but where exactly you don't know. Where do you think they might be referencing?
The arena?
The arena. Okay, so
Behind the arena?
you guys start to go to the arena. And roll me a perception check, everybody.
10.
Natural 20.
10.
Okay, so the person who needs to see it. So you do, in fact, in the center of the arena, in the middle of the sand, stand somebody. They have their back to you. They look like they're probably about 5'11", 6 foot, a little taller. And they have their back facing away. And they're kind of shifting side to side. It looks like they're probably nervous.
Oh my god. It's the bard.
Hello?
Are you walking up?
Yeah.
Kiri and Eris, give me another stealth check. To see how well you're hiding now that you're here.
Kiri and Eris?
No, not Kiri. Eris and Sia, sorry.
Okay, I rolled a 6. I wasn't that stealthy.
Hopefully Sia can pull you through this.
25.
Yeah, Eris stands there and she looks out and is just like, oh, like the thought of true love blooming is so sweet that she doesn't even bother hiding. But Sia thankfully sees this and just grabs her and yanks her behind the bleachers. You fucking idiot! And you're both hidden pretty well. Thankfully, Sia's got the stealth down. So, Kira, you start to walk out, and their back is still turned. What do you do?
Hello?
Hello? And he turns around and is a young man. He's got dark, short black hair, these big green eyes, and nice features. He looks muscular, and he's wearing like a nice puffy shirt and like adventurous pants with like high boots. And he looks pretty good, but he looks a little confused.
Kiri is also confused.
Can I help you? I'm kind of meeting someone here.
You gave me this note?
Oh, fuck, no. God damn it. That wasn't meant for you.
Oh, who is this meant for?
God, I don't even know her name. She's on fire, man.
I will be right back.
You don't have to come back. It's fine. I think I'm just gonna go.
Wait.
Okay.
I will look for Eris and Sia.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
We're gone, bitch.
Yeah.
We left.
Perfect. I got 9.
You start to walk back, and you're like, I don't see these guys. Did they ditch me? They must have ditched me. And you look over, and you just see Eris, like, giggling, because she's not that stealthy. Sia, you still don't see who's right beside her. She is poorly, like, formed into the bleachers, just gone.
Eris, what was it for you?
Oh my... Wait. You guys didn't kiss.
No.
Why not?
We're not each other's types.
Oh, wait.
Eris, the note is for you.
Oh.
Go.
Okay.
So you walk out, and go ahead and roll me a perception check as you're walking up on this person.
Oh god. Oh, actually, 19.
So you recognize him immediately to be one of the Beauvale brothers who you winked at and who blushed during the battlefield on your first encounter.
Oh, okay. I thought they had blonde hair.
Did they? They might have. I don't know. Which one would you prefer? I'll let you change it, because I don't know.
Well, I mean, I was sitting here thinking they were blonde, so probably blonde.
Fine, that's fine. Blonde. He's blonde now. So you walk up, and you can see his shiny blonde hair, and Kiri probably thought it was black, just because he was kind of off-put by it being not who he was hoping. So he was just like, oh, black hair dude, or whatever, and just didn't notice. But he is, in fact, a blonde. And he's, oh, you're here. I thought... Wait, was he just like a test or something? I don't understand why he showed up.
No, we thought that you were for him. We thought that the note was for him, and we wanted to follow and like make sure that he had a nice time.
Oh, yeah,
But
no.
yeah,
It was for
awkward.
you. Yeah.
Oh,
I just, after you saw me and I saw you on the field, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. And, God, I've been so nervous this whole time just to talk to you. And I'm kind of rambling
yeah, it
now.
has that effect on people.
I see why. You're just so beautiful. I was just wondering if maybe you wanted to get a beer sometime or something?
Sure.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so, what about tomorrow night?
A dinner? Like,
No,
or
we
like
could
out?
go out to dinner somewhere.
Oh, okay. Sure.
There's this really cool bar my brothers and I went to, and they have nice food there, and it's called the Heavy Crate, and it's real
Oh,
nice.
yeah, I got into a fight there.
Whoa, you got into a fight there? That's awesome.
Yeah, and then my friends killed a bunch of people.
Oh, Jesus. That's pretty fucking radical.
Yeah, that wasn't me, but it was them.
Oh,
Pretty
man, they're cool too. Like, you're all really cool. So,
They're over there if you want to meet them.
no, I'm kind of embarrassed that now I know people are watching me ask you out.
Well, they're not watching. They're just sitting there making sure that you're not gonna like kidnap me or
So
anything.
they'd have to be watching to notice.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah, tomorrow, what, like 6 o'clock?
Sure.
Okay, great. Have a good night. We should probably get back to bed before,
Wait,
we
what's
get
your name?
My name?
Yeah.
You want to know my name?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yeah. Don't do Billy. That's just ugly.
My name is Warren.
Oh, nice to meet you. My
Yeah.
name is Eris.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I might have asked around a little bit.
Oh, wait. Who'd you ask?
I asked your instructor.
I gotta have a talk with him.
Oh,
He never gave me a heads up.
Yeah, I
It's
asked him
nothing
not
yet.
to.
Oh.
Yeah, I
okay.
told him that I had a crush on you and I didn't want you to know yet. But, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, we should probably get back to our dorms before we get in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for killing you.
Oh, no, that was awesome.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're a really good fighter. Like, you killed several of my family members. It was awesome.
Thanks. I know.
Yeah, you're the best. Okay, have a good night. And he's gonna hurry up and, run off.
Nice.
And when she looks back at us, I want Curie to not be stealthy at all, but instead be peeking around the bleachers like a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Yeah, there's only one exit, so he absolutely walks past you and just goes, sorry for the mix-up, dude.
Yeah, no worries. It
Yeah.
worked out.
Listen, I hope there's no hard feelings, like...
Same, my brother. Same.
And he looks at you and goes, oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's okay. Talk to you later, man. And he walks off.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Oh my
So,
God.
I'm sorry that I kind of just stole your man, Carrie, but like,
No.
That
All
was
yours. All yours.
yeah, you really think
You-
you would have
so-
signed it or something?
At least not put it in the middle of the table. More like in front of you.
He was nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah. So you have a date?
Yeah, at 6 at the barrel where I got slapped.
That's not the name of the place, but
The
the heavy
one
crate.
I'm saying.
The heavy
Yeah, the
crate. I
heavy
heard
crate.
everything. That's fine.
Don't worry, Randy's taking notes for you. He'll make sure you're there on time.
Randy's here.
Oh yeah, Randy's here. He's not gonna let you go alone.
Oh, that's funny.
You're
We'll
lucky
make
Randy
sure
wasn't
that-
staying behind you in the sand.
Not gonna
We'll make
lie,
Dolled up for it.
Hey,
Oh.
makeover for Eris. Good on ya.
I'm good. Let's go back to sleep, or let's go back to the room and fill in Roderick.
Fantastic.
You guys make it back. You already kind of know the path, like like simply to make sure you don't have to get caught. And at this point, the worst they're gonna do is tell you to go to your room, which you're doing anyway. So you guys just kind of walk back, and you make it back to the room where Roderick. What have you been doing this whole time while they're off playing Lovemaker? Hopefully not that. Let's roll. Hold on. I'm gonna roll right now. I'll roll just for you. I won't let anyone else know. I'm rolling to see how big your dick is. I'm not going to say the answer. Just because I'm gonna keep that information. So if they ever just accidentally see it, I'll let them know then. Just so you know, Austin, nice job. So what were you doing? What were you doing while you were here? Everyone's gone.
I'd be working out and slurping my ex.
Both at the same time, because they were only gone like 10 minutes.
No, just push-ups.
Okay, you're just doing push-ups, no sharpening of the
He
accent.
sharpens his axe on his abs because he works out so much.
That's terrifying. You're definitely bleeding out. You guys get back to the room to find that your instructor, Alton Phelps, is putting pressure, like, don't you die on me! Just like holding the wounds as he spews blood across the room.
Take him to the sand.
They all grab and drag him there, creating a line of blood the whole way. No, so you've just been doing push-ups. So they walk in, and you are currently doing push-ups. Because again, it's only been like maybe 10 minutes.
Hey, so Kitty, how'd it go?
We went not according to plan.
Did he turn you down?
Did
he was for Eris?
Yes. He did turn him down.
Very funny, madam.
They try to fist bump him.
He kind of hops up, and you barely make contact.
I'm sorry, kid.
Jack, it's alright. Maybe one day I will find love.
I could probably set you up with Matilda.
He loves food.
Matilda loves
Yeah.
food and killing people,
And she's
apparently.
like, me and Sia are like in good with her, so like we could definitely get you
Mhm.
a date.
I'll try on my own. Thank you.
Flash
Okay,
forward
well,
real
I'll
quick.
keep
So
an
you
eye
guys
out.
have successfully defeated the main bad guy of the campaign, and you've all gone on to live happy lives. And then we just see Curie in a nice little cottage somewhere in the hillsides. It's beautiful. He never went to Desimir because he just wanted this adventure to continue, and he wanted a new environment. And you hear, "Honey, I'm home," and the floor creaks as Matilda walks in. They've been married. They have 7 kids. It's just this whole ordeal.
I don't want to think about it.
I'm sure you don't. So with that, you guys all prepare for the bed. You get inside of your PJs or whatever it is you wear to bed. Some of you are a little promiscuous than others, it sounds like, so you might not wear anything to bed. Who knows? I mean, of course, Roderick. Roderick is, of course, naked in bed. He has nothing to hide.
Is he on the bottom bunk or the
He's on the top bunk, isn't he? Didn't he? Did you
No,
get... You're at bottom bunk?
He does push-ups with his dick.
Just for the sake of this, does Roderick wear anything to bed?
No, not really.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
16.
Wow. You were looking beforehand.
I got a
21.
5.
Everyone noticed except Eris, who probably wears like a night mask because she's kind of bright, so she has to block out her own light. And for everyone else, you see Roger getting into bed. Before you can put the blanket over him, he's got a hog. Like it's you don't know exact measurements, but it's a fucking hog. Like this.
Can I just see his shadows? Like, I don't want to see the thing.
No, you see full dick. It's full dick. You rolled high enough. You see full dick. Just so you guys know, basically to see it, you had to roll higher than how many inches he was.
Good on you, buddy.
Curious. Curious. What did you roll?
9. You got a 9. It was a
Roger?
D6 plus 3. Big ol' hog.
What's wrong with your leg?
All right. Okay. You all crawl into bed for the night. Some of you struggling because they have a little extra weight, apparently. You crawl into bed, and the night goes on just fine. You all have a pretty good night's sleep. And slowly the sun barely starts to peek over the horizon when the door slams open and Alta comes coming in. He has a pan in one hand and a big metal spoon there. Just bang, 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 bang. All right, everybody, wake up. It's time to get the day started.
I just want to jump up with and grab my axe and go, who are we killing?
Oh, Jesus Christ, put that away. Oh, my God, it's such... Oh, my God, look at that thing. It has its own heartbeat. Just put some pants on, for fuck's sake.
Roderick, that's not your axe. You're not grabbing your axe.
Oh my God, it's not! Why does it have those bumps on the side? Jesus Christ, just put that away.
I sit down my axe and put up my pants.
Thank God. Thank you. I had a big speech prepared until I saw the one-eyed monster of the Black Lagoon. Just,
I need some dividers in this room.
I don't think men and women should share rooms anymore. We were trying to be progressive, but it's clearly a mistake.
Yeah.
Boy. Anyway, does anybody know what today is?
Assignment day, killing day.
Assignment day! That's damn right, everybody. And boy, do I have a good one for you. So, other squads, more pussy squads, are staying in the city. They're just gonna go around, Mr. Candy Tissues, helping people out. But no, not you guys. Today, you leave the walls. There is a city not too far from here. Well, I say city, it's kind of a small town called Velimore. And Velimore has been having a kind of weird problem. You see, the cemetery appears to be haunted. They have people that they keep seeing who have died reappearing. And we need to figure out what's going on. So we're sending one of our top teams. That's you guys, Red Mantle. God, what's your other name?
Crimson Phoenix.
Crimson Phoenix, sorry. Listen, sorry in advance, but and he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out, and out of his pocket are 4 patches, one for each of you, about the size of a softball. It's a Crimson A, and just beneath the Crimson A, it just says Red Mantles. Yes, I'm gonna have these remade, I promise. I completely forgot about the name change. Fuck. For now, you guys just need to sew these on. We'll get you new ones, I promise.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right, gear up. Meet me at the front door within an hour. The sooner you guys are there, the sooner you get to kill some ghost-making fuckface.
Aye,
I'll
that's
have
the
a date
best
tonight.
words I've heard all day.
Well, if you get it done in time, you should be back. Velimore is not more than about an hour carriage ride. It's not far at all.
All right, let's go. I want to go kill something.
Put the rest of your clothes on. Jesus Christ, I can still see the outline. Fuck.
We'll buy you some PJs while we're out.
Please, God, I'll give him mine. Looks like he'd still have extra room. and Alton walks out of the door and he goes to wait for you at the front.
I'm gonna hurry up and get ready and go to the front.
Okay.
Aye, same.
All right, you know what we're going to do just for the sake of it? Everybody just roll me a d20, add nothing.
19.
13.
Oh.
I got 2. It was going to be a natural 20, then it rolled to be a 2.
Fuck.
3?
Wow. Okay. So clearly excitement is very obvious as Sia is ready on the floor and just marching out the door well before the rest of you. Shortly after that, Eris, you can see she's taking her time, but also Randy helps cinch a few things up, so it speeds her up a little bit, and then she's out the door, followed by just barely Curie and then Roderick. And you guys all make it to the front door, and out front is this little ship, and it looks kind of like a carriage, but it's about the same size as a carriage, but it looks like just a mini airship. All right, this belongs to you guys now. You can't just take it for a joyride, of course. We set the coordinates, but what this will do is it'll give you access in and out of the city without having to take public transportation.
Oh.
So when you look at this thing, it's essentially a air bladder at the bottom, and there's a platform up top that looks like it's just enough room to sit maybe 10 people. There are chairs that you sit in, your legs dangle over the edge, and it buckles you in, and it just rises up and goes to the destination predetermined by your instructor.
We're flying.
Yeah, you're flying. You sit down, buckle up real tight, and it's a great view. You go up just under the clouds and just cruise the whole way there.
All right, let's get going.
All right, so everybody's ready? You guys good?
No, I need to write a letter.
Let's get going.
Are you coming with us, boss?
No, this is all you guys. First time out on the
let
own.
me write a letter real quick.
Oh, okay. Who are you writing a letter to?
My brother in Highgarden.
Oh shit, that's dark. Okay, write the letter. And Randy pulls out a quill and a piece of paper.
I made it to Greenmore. I'm in the academy. Long story short, I'm a badass, the best here, kind of. There's other people that are pretty good. And yeah, I hope your wedding went well. I hope you're enjoying the married life. Wish I could have been there. Miss the family. Right back to me at the academy. Return address. Bye.
Yes, madam. Would you like him to send this immediately, or would you like this to be
Yes.
sent in the case of your death?
No, I wanted it sent immediately.
Okay,
I didn't mean to
good,
do it earlier.
because I kind of thought you were just sending a death letter too. Yeah, no, we can mail it to you.
Oh,
It's no problem.
no. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, so Eris, you want your little friend just to stay here with us? I mean,
No.
could get pretty hairy. Shouldn't be more than a day trip.
Randy, do you want to come?
I will follow if needed, madam.
You know what? Stay back and like spruce up the place, the room a little bit, and then if I'm not back before 6, let the boy know that I'm off doing adventurous stuff.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
And he just kind of skips up the stairs. All right, everybody, load in, buckle up, and let's get this show on the road.
All right.
There's just not happy.
Okay, so you all sit down in this, and again, it's made where there's about space for 10 people. But you all sit down. There is, in fact, an actual like seat belt that you clip right in front of you, and when it does, it seems to kind of conform to you. And then 2 more straps come up over your shoulders to the back of it, just making sure you can't fall over like off the front of it. And it really, you're secure. Yeah.
Is there a way the heiress can sit with 2 chairs on either side of her and like strap those into her chair as well?
No.
Dang.
You can sit where there's no one on either side of you, but you can't. No.
Oh no, she's gonna sit by Sia.
Because it's basically bowl chairs. Like, there are full encased chairs that you kind of get into. There are no armrests. They're almost like individual little pods. The craftsmanship comes up to about the height of your neck. For Roderick, it's clear over his head. And they're like almost privacy walls for the flight. But you can tell someone's sitting next to you. You can see their little legs dangling. So,
All right, let's get going.
y'all all ready? Everybody good?
Aye, let's go kill something.
Perfect. That's the attitude I like to hear. And you know what? Just because I care about you guys, I got you this. And he reaches in his traveler's pouch. He pulls out 1 health potion for each of you. Now, of course, we'd always like to handle things diplomatically, but you gotta get your hands dirty. Hit hard, hit fast, and if you get hit back, just drink this.
Aye, sounds good.
Thank you.
You all mount up, but there's nothing left to be said. You are on your way. Very slowly, the airship comes to life underneath you. Now, the bladder looks kind of deflated while on the ground, just low enough for you all to climb in. And then once you're all buckled in, it seems to expand and just slowly lift off the ground. A very smooth transition until you're about 250 or so feet up, and then it begins to push forward over the walls, making sure you have more than enough clearance to go over them. And then as it's just exiting the walls, it starts to rise higher and higher and higher. And instead of, a couple 100 feet, you're now about 1,800 feet off the ground.
Wow, I can see so much from here.
Eris has her eyes closed.
I don't see shite.
Wait, so is it now just a character trait that he just needs glasses?
No.
Oh, because that's so good. I would love if one of these days you go have to look for prescription glasses in the medieval times.
That'll probably be later.
Oh, fucking A. Okay.
Yeah, I've always seen it from the ground. I've never seen it above.
Yeah,
This
for
is quite something.
for a couple of you, this is the view of a lifetime. I mean, for somebody who has A, lived entirely underground almost their entire life, and B, only seen the same 4 plots of land his entire life, seeing it from up here is probably like the most surreal fucking thing you can imagine.
This is incredible.
Let's-
I can't believe we're so high.
Don't say that.
Daddy DM. Could you, or Uncle DM, I'm sorry.
Uncle Daddy, but yes.
Uncle Daddy DM.
Uncle Daddy.
Could you, yes. Could you roll a D20 for me to see how I feel about being that high?
I think that's a valid point. You didn't like water. Let's see how you feel about heights. You love being up high. You rolled a natural 20. Well, the water makes you feel nauseous. This is invigorating. Like, this is the exact opposite of the life you once lived. So this is exciting, and this is invigorating, and this just makes you want to get out and see even more.
Aye, perfect.
You should roll for Eris.
No, Eris already hates it.
Oh yeah, Eris already knows.
We don't need to roll for Eris to know that Eris is miserable right now.
Sorry,
Sia,
Eris.
did you get on the boat? Okay, I was about to say like she wasn't talking. So it'd be funny if she never got on.
She's just looking up going, why the fuck didn't I go? And Elton's just, you know what? I thought I'd keep you back. I need to tell you about your dead family. I mean, spoilers.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Oh no, stop it.
You guys carry on, and about 45 minutes later, you can feel that the bubble slowly starts to lower, and you can start to see the remnants of farmland. Where before it was just a lot of forest and valleys, you can see actual workable crops are being built here, or are being grown here, and you can see even a few people working the fields themselves. Um, so far, you can see that it just seems to be farmland until slowly but surely you come lower and lower. Where you were 1,800 feet up, you are now, 500, 300, 100, 50, 20, until you come to a very gentle touchdown right in the center of town. And awaiting you there is this kind of gray, older man. And he's going, well, hey there. You must be the Red Mantles, right?
Aye. Yeah,
Oh.
Crimson Phoenix as well, but
As
Red
well.
Mantle right
Wait,
now.
did they send us 2 teams? Is our situation that dire?
No, they
No,
got the
they
name
got the names wrong.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, so you're not the badge says Red Mantle.
Aye,
Yeah,
they
it's been
messed
a
up.
bad mix-up.
It's a mix-up.
Oh, okay. They sent word saying they were sending the Red Mantle, but so Crimson Phoenix, right?
Aye.
Right.
Okay, Crimson Phoenix. That's sounds cooler. We were wondering why they were sending us a shelf. But anyway,
Yeah.
welcome to Valimore. We're very excited to see all of you. So are you up to date on our situation?
Aye, y'all have been having problems with ghosts showing back up?
Yeah, well, we have a local cemetery. We bury the people who live here. And, well, it's been getting kind of spooky these last few weeks. At first, it was just signs of energy and strange bumps and things like that in the night, but more recently we've seen full apparitions of our deceased loved ones. And at first, it was seen almost as a positive thing. People would just show up and loved ones could say their final goodbyes, but 2 nights ago, a woman was attacked by these apparitions. They seem to be growing more and more real and more angry. We're not really sure what to do about it, so we reached out to you, and of course the damned royal militia, they won't do a damn thing, those emerald cunts. But we figured the academy, maybe we could scrounge up some money for you.
Aye, we do this. We'll get going.
Okay, excellent. We have no leads except for our cemetery. If you'd like to start there and look, I mean, we have no idea what this could be.
Aye,
Okay,
we'll start
where
there.
is it?
Go towards the southern part of the town. You might have seen it on your way in. It's just on the outskirts before you hit farmland. Oh, there is another thing. We
Aye.
have suspicions that the witch could be behind this.
Hey, who'll be the witch?
We don't know much about her, besides she is in fact an evil witch who lives just to the north of the village. She lives in a small cabin in the woods, and seems to keep to herself. The few times she's come into the village, though, our crops never do as well, and people get sick. We believe her to just be emanating evil. So we believe that maybe she could be behind this, but there's nothing we could do about it. And we're not even 100% sure.
Alright, well, I've got a plan. Let's go check out the cemetery and, see if we can find any clues. And then we go to the witch. You said the north, correct?
Yeah, just if you follow the road, there's one road in our town. It goes from south to north. If you head north out the road, you'll find a large bend going towards the west, and after that, you'll just kind of take off into the woods right there, and you'll find her. She's about 100 yards into the tree line.
Alright, well, let's go check out the cemetery. Go look around, see if there's anything suspicious down there. Then we'll go visit the witch.
Okay, sounds good to me. Yeah, I'll have a good one. Don't get killed. Bye. And he turns and walks inside of this. Are you mocking me?
No,
Sure.
I just had a long flight.
Okay, well, it seemed very rude, but anyway, I'll let it slide. I'm sure, I fucking hate heights, so I don't know how you guys do that.
Let's go to the cemetery.
Okay, you guys start to head that way, and it's not a very long walk. I mean, after just, probably about 100 yards, you can actually see the cemetery. iron spikes surround the entire thing, so no one can just walk into it by accident. They're a very nice gate at one end of it. You can walk inside and see headstones of all shapes, sizes, designs. And it seems to be well maintained. You can tell that somebody comes in here and actually does like cut the grass using a scythe. They probably keep the headstones very clean. There are no weeds. It's well maintained. It looks very respectable and just nice all around.
Quaint.
I'm gonna be looking for a gravekeeper.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll
Probably
me
dead.
an investigation check.
I got a 10.
Yeah, no, you don't see a person around here at all. I mean,
All right.
Hello.
real quick, everyone go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, god
Nice.
damn it!
Natural 20.
Okay.
9.
9.
I got a natural 1.
Fucking A. All right, Eris.
8.
8. So 2 of you failed. I'm going to let you decide which 2. Both Roderick and Eris, you're walking around and you're just kind of talking to nobody, and you hear this small voice into your mind, and it gets a little louder and louder until it becomes full-formed. You can hear it speaking to you. I do not wish to have you in my home. You have entered my land.
Hello. Sorry for trespassing. I just want to know what's going on. I sorry for trespassing.
Roderick, who are you talking to?
There'd be a voice. I don't know what's going on.
Very
I don't-
funny, guys. Ha ha ha. See ya. Ha ha ha. Curie. So funny.
What's
Okay,
so
we-
funny?
I don't
I don't-
understand.
I don't hear anything.
To the land. Don't want you here. So funny. I'm just gonna keep looking around.
Huh. Look at Curie.
Are we in the graveyard right now?
You are. You are in fact in the graveyard. Just kind of like walking around, trying to see what's going on.
I would like to make a perception check to see any disturbed graves.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
21.
You don't see any disturbed graves, but you see a lot of them that just have simple day they were born, day they died, name, and usually a quote. And they all seem to be quite fine, except for one of them has a strange symbol marked just above the name.
I would like to investigate the symbol.
Okay, what are you going to do to investigate? You going to just try to read it, look at it, touch it, what?
I want to see if I recognize it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a religion check.
20.
You look at it and you can't really see it. It seems to be a little bit dirtier than their headstones, and it looks like nonsense.
I would like to touch it to to see if it's magical.
You reach over and you kind of just put your hand on it, and immediately you feel this warmth into your hand. And it seems to just kind of envelop you, and it's this warm, pleasant feeling. And then there's this weird shifting beneath your feet. And you look down to see that the ground appears to be moving beneath you. It seems to wave in and out slowly, until aggressively, violently, a hand shoots up, grabbing your leg. And that is where we're going to end it. So,
Dang it.
good job, everybody. You guys have started your quest into learning about what might be haunting Velamore.